Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Katipunan. Kawan ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod. Todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiting at tigil.
Pagod ka na ba sa mga chismis? Fake news? Bad news? Good news naman! I-share namin sa inyo ang good news. Samahan ang Jesuit Volunteers Philippines na maghatid sa inyo ng mga balita at kwentong totoo at may puso. Makinig sa mga istorya ng pagtutulungan, pagkakawang gawa, mga kwentong serbisyong kusang loob. KSKL. Share ko lang, Huwebes, alas 5 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Share ko lang.
To listen to music that uplifts the soul, follow Jescom PH on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. Our music is also available on iTunes and Deezer.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod. Todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo,
Checking out the Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
Really? Do not. right?
I'm hearing double once again.
Exactly. That's, I think, something that's really interesting about doing things online, which we're doing right now. Hello, hello, Katipuneros. We are reaching you guys online right now.
Once
That's really
again.
respect. But yeah.
But yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
work
you're
continues.
listening. Exactly. Work continues, and you are listening to Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle. You are listening to the Katipunan Roundup. We bring you the ins, outs, and all abouts of the place we call home,
Katipunan Avenue.
Exactly. Even when we are not along.
Even when we are not along Katipunan Avenue. Yes, on this very rainy, a little dangerous day, I would say.
Exactly. And oh my gosh, hey, I see myself now. I hope you do.
I see you too. Oh, I see me too. Hi.
But yes, coming to you live from our homes. I'm Iana.
And I'm Aya, also in my own home.
I love that for you. Today is October 23, 2024. It is the 297th day of the year. Wow.
We are 3 days shy of the 300s. And
Exactly.
365 days ba tayo this year? I don't remember. But
Wait, was it a leap year this year? Maybe it was because Charlie XCX said so.
maybe.
Yeah,
And that's who we listen to. But before we celebrate anything in the future, let's first look back on what happened in the past. Today in history, we have the following. In 1941, Walt Disney's animated film Dumbo was released. That's the one with the elephant with the big ears. Di ba lumilipad siya because of the big ears?
Exactly, and he was bullied for the big ears, but they
Oh.
became strength of his.
Yeah, that was quite sad, but we learned a lot, and we learned to love that little elephant. Mean bullies, despite the mean bullies. And in 2006, we also had The Black Parade released, which is the third studio album by MCR, or My Chemical Romance. This is known by our emo community, or mga former emo dyan. Hello, kawai kawai. And lastly, in 2015, Adele released her single, Hello, which became the first song with more than 1 million downloads in its first week.
Exactly. Hello to an iconic moment in history.
Indeed.
And hello to some fun facts. Because I think they're very relevant because they're sciencey, maybe a little bit like anatomical,
Maybe.
but related to what we're gonna be, the people that we're gonna be meeting during today's show.
Tama.
Share ko lang. But yeah, so
I
we do have a lot of fun and interesting guests prepared for our listeners today. So here are some quick fire fun facts for you guys. Butterflies and moths can drink blood, tears, mud, and other kind of disgusting but also nutritious matter in order to get their nutrients. It's called mud puddling. I love
Gotta
that
get your hands dirty for at least a few good things. you know?
Exactly. Love a little mud puddle ever
Exactly.
so often. And also in relation to that, archaeologists, they do actually lick rocks. When they're unable to tell the difference between pottery and a rock in the archaeological field, it's not uncommon to press like the relic, I suppose, to one's tongue. So if it falls from their mouth, it's a rock, and if it sticks, it's probably pottery or some form of ancient ceramic. I love that. It's
Weird.
a very right, like archaeology is truly like it's a sensuous experience. Methinks
It seems so.
all of your senses are engaged. Speaking of sensuous experiences and engaging all of our senses, let's talk about the visual sense first, and maybe the sense of smell as well. There was a short period of time when Picasso and Snoop Dogg were alive at the same time. This was particularly from the years 1971, the year of my mom's birth. Share ko lang.
Happy birthday, tita.
Happy birthday in advance, mother. She's in the next room.
Oh, kawai kawai.
But yes, so specifically from the years 1971 to 1973, this was the period when Picasso and Snoop Dogg were alive at the same time. Snoop Dogg particularly was born in 1971. Oh, he's the same age as my mom. Awesome. And Picasso, he passed in 1973. So there was a little overlap in history.
Yeah, they have a little Venn diagram going on. Both
Exactly.
artists in their own regards.
Hmm.
Good for them.
Icons.
Icons. I love birth, and we must celebrate them. So these are also quick fun facts for you guys, siguro, because if you're celebrating your birthday today, you are celebrating with the following people. Ryan Reynolds, for one, who of course is a very well-known Canadian American actor, producer, and businessman who you may know from numerous rom-coms, but mostly probably Deadpool. Especially because his most recent project was Deadpool. Emilia Clarke as well is an English actress. She is celebrating her birthday today. You may know her for her role as Daenerys Targaryen. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure if I'm butchering
I
like a
think you got it,
fake
Queen.
language, right? Daenerys Targaryen
Mhm.
in HBO's Game of Thrones. And lastly, not lastly, for the actors at least, we have Margaret Qualley, an American actress who you may know from the very recent released film The Substance, along with Demi Moore. She is also known to be Jack Antonoff's wife. Jack Antonoff is a well-known producer. We also have Amandla Stenberg. Oh, that wasn't the end of the actresses, because she is also, in fact, an American actress. You may know her as Rue from The Hunger Games. We also have Ning, oh boy, Yizuo,
Or maybe Ijo. Ning Ning.
which, aka Ning Ning. You may know her as a member of the K-pop group aespa, and Nietzsche, oh boy,
You got
Nietzsche
it.
Yontararak, aka Minnie. You may know her as a member of the K-pop group G Idol.
Mhm,
I am not-
exactly, Queen.
There you go. Happy birthday to those people, and happy birthday to you if you are celebrating.
Exactly. Happy birthday to these icons.
Icons indeed.
We love that for them. Your names are etched into the stones of history
Indeed.
for the contributions to entertainment, to culture. I love that for them. And yeah.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. So shout out to these people. Shout out to you if you're celebrating your birthday today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to my mother who's in the other room listening.
Hi,
You might hear
tita.
the background. But yeah. What about you, Miss Aya? Anybody that you'd like to shout out today?
Of course, I will always mirror what you do. Shout out to my mother. She is not currently at home, but who is at home with me right now is my cousin. She is not listening, but she has no choice but to, because I am like in the next room, So
Hey, girl.
shout out to you, cousin. Good luck with studies. As a freshman, I'm pretty sure they're all struggling right now. Midterm season pa rin, kahit isang buwan na nakalipas. So good luck to all of our freshies out there and other people who are doing midterms in Ateneo right now.
Exactly. And good luck sa inyo kasi ayun, suspended ang class.
Oh,
because
take
of
the time to
typhoon.
rest or do your homework or both. Just make sure you're
Exactly.
taking care of yourself.
Exactly, especially those who are affected by Typhoon Christine. I hope
Indeed.
you're all staying safe, warm, dry. I hope you are tuning in from a safe place.
A safe place.
Exactly. Ayun. You guys can stay tuned to social media. It's very interesting to see the different relief efforts that people are mobilizing as early as now. So, ayun. If you're looking to help, social media is a great place, I think, to find resources for that. But yes. And so while people look for look for relief efforts maybe to participate and to aid those affected by Typhoon Christian. Thank you so much for continuing to listen to us at 87.9 FM within Ateneo. If you happen to be in Ateneo, if you're a student, like, what are you doing there? Like, go home. No, but yes, if
Get
you're
out,
within
get
Ateneo,
out.
or within 2 kilometers of Ateneo, you can listen to us at 87.9 FM. If you are outside of Ateneo, like us right now, you can listen to us at zeno.fm/RK879FM. And you can catch us on social media, check out updates, events, all those fun things on Facebook and Twitter at Radyo Katipunan, and of course on YouTube at Radyo Katipunan FM.
FM. Don't forget the FM. Now, for a quick roundup of the current events in, around, and beyond Katipunan Avenue, since we have a doozy of an episode for them today, actually, Miss Iana. So, without further ado, let's talk about two events, actually. We're just gonna give you like the important deeds, one of which is the Ateneo Intellectual Property Office's talk. The AIPO, or the Ateneo Intellectual Property Office, will be holding a talk entitled Smart Stickies Networking 101 Seminar. Smart Stickies. I don't know what that means, but it has something to do with IP. The talk
Exactly.
speaker will be the technopreneur and startup mentor Eric Su. And the talk is free, no entrance payment required. It'll be held tomorrow, October 2024. Let me go back. It will be held tomorrow, October 24, 2024. O, diba? Ang daming 20 at ang daming 4. At Arete 3rd Floor Bridge, Joselito and Olivia Campos Interactive Teaching Lab from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. So hopefully, weather lets up, this pushes through, and good luck to you. Good luck to the people who are attending. Take your notes. IP is a very important and I think a timely topic to be talking about. To sign up, check your student email inboxes, the AIPO Facebook page, or simply head to their form, which I'm pretty sure you can also access on their Facebook page.
Exactly. And after you attend the talk on IP tomorrow, something that you can look forward to next week is the grand finale of One Big Pride, Ateneo's One Big Pride, or OBP festivities for this year. It is ending with a bang with Community Night that is happening on October 28, 2024 at the MVP roof deck from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. People can expect entertainment, new friends, community, a whole lot of fun. The theme is Pink Pony Club. Oh, that is so fun. And OBP encourages you to come dressed as your favorite music icon. It's not a requirement, but it sure is fun. It sure sounds fun.
It sure sounds fun. I'd want to attend.
Exactly. I will try my best, because happening simultaneously is some theater work. Nag-open up but yeah.
Nothing's wrong with a little
It's
heart-to-heart
like
during work time.
exactly. Exactly. It's like, yeah, like work-life balance. But yeah, it
Yeah.
seems super fun. If
It
you are
does.
interested in registering for this event or finding out more details about it, you can head on over to the Sangguniang Commission on Gender Equality's Facebook page, where you can find everything related to OBP, especially its culminating event, which is Community Night. So head on
There
over to
you-
their page. You can see it on the screen.
There it is. Right there. Ayan, ang ganda, parang lollipop yung disco ball.
Diba? Pink
Yeah.
Eagle Club. Thanks.
And actually, now we head on over to our guest feature today. I was gonna say, speaking of like sugary treats, because this is like a, thing that is related to sugary treats, which we should be regulating. We are here to discuss World Diabetes Day for this year. And once again, we will be welcoming Doc Ana Arceliana, who was on the show last July 22nd to talk about Diabetes Awareness Week. So now we are doing the day for the world. Welcome back, Doc Ana.
Thank you very much for the invite. I hope everyone is safe, and also we are praying for all those affected by Typhoon Christine.
Yes, we hope you are safe as well. I hope that we are fully, what's it called? Yung prepared. We are fully prepared for whatever today brings us. So thank you for also accepting the invite despite the stormy weathers today.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining us, Doc Anna. We hope you're staying safe, warm, high, and dry. As you tell us a little bit about your upcoming event, which is commemorative of Diabetes Awareness Day. So, Doc Anna, could you tell us a little bit more about the talk that you'll be having on November 7th?
Okay, so we just had Diabetes Awareness Week in July, and we also have World Diabetes Day. The actual day is on November 14, but in the Philippine College of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism, we have activities throughout the month of November. So, World Diabetes Day, it's actually initiated by the International Diabetes Federation. So, we are one with them in doing this. And for the next 3 years, the theme of World Diabetes Day is diabetes and well-being. Because I think one Ignatian value that we all can relate to, cura personalis. So we value the care for the whole person. So in dealing with persons with diabetes, it's not just about the medications. We also care about their other aspects of their life, such as their mental health and also their access to opportunities, etc. So given that, we feel that it's very relevant because diabetes among the young people is quite prevalent. Like 1 in 5 Filipinos with diabetes, they belong in the 20 to 44 age group, which actually includes the youth. So on November 7, we have the Diabetes and Wellbeing Program at Ateneo de Manila University. So it's entitled Start Them Young. So this is open to all university students. And actually, it's not just a lecture. So the first part of the activity would be a lay forum. So we will share with you some basic concepts on diabetes, what it is, who are at risk, what are the risk factors, and then why is it a pressing concern nationally and also beyond. And more importantly, the other pillars of management. So if we don't have diabetes yet, but we have family members with diabetes, how can we reduce our risk? Or if we're already dealing with diabetes, how do we prevent the complications? And an important part of the lay forum would be talking about the role of schools, because the school is an important target area where the people are. So how do we foster a healthy environment in school, a supportive environment, an inclusive one that's also non-discriminatory for persons with diabetes? And then the second part of the program would be a simulated learning experience. So we're doing this in cooperation with the School of Science and Engineering Sanggunian. So they also have their own NutriCount project, which will be incorporated in this part of the activity. So together we will learn on how to make healthy food choices. And the last part of the activity would be an invitation to all of you to participate in the Start Them Young campaign.
Amazing. I feel like this event is so thorough, especially yung mangyayari on November 7th. Where else other than Ateneo that is open to everyone within the university po, Doc, if I'm not mistaken? Or like university students?
Yes, actually it's open to everyone within the university. The target audience would be the college students, but everyone, they're also welcome to join. And actually for World Diabetes Day, the Philippine College of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism, Diabetes and Metabolic Syndrome Advocacy Council, we have a lot of activities with target areas such as the school, the workplace, the community. So for this school, we're very honored and we're very thankful to Ateneo de Manila University for agreeing to be one of the sites for the Start Them Young program. If we may also invite all those who are interested, we also hope that you could participate in the campaign to be a positive influence for persons with diabetes. So we also have a vlog contest. Anong kwentong diabetes mo vlog contest. So the details are on the PCEDM Facebook page, but basically they just have to create a vlog answering certain questions on how they can support persons with diabetes. So actually anyone can join. patients, healthcare workers, even family members or caregivers. So the thrust of this activity is to give a voice to the stakeholders, because when we want to advocate for health, we want to highlight the voices of those who are affected, and we want to show persons with diabetes that they are not alone.
Exactly. And it seems like indeed, parang yung sabi ni Iana, it seems like such a thorough event na parang it's really engaging. There's a forum, there's a vlog contest, there's also interactive learning efforts. And it really seems like, Doc Anna, that you're meeting parang like the current diabetes patients, so like young people, you're sort of meeting them where they are.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Yeah, it's really cool. I feel like I was gonna say na for the future content creators, influencers, this is a perfect opportunity. Pero I do want to get into the nitty-gritty. Medyo napag-usapan na natin last time, but to refresh our viewers and listeners memories, I would like to syempre once again ask Doc Anna, what is diabetes and its effects on the body, like maybe early warning signs or things that people should be aware of that we will learn more about in the following events. Pero for now, what can you explain to our viewers?
Okay, so diabetes basically it's a chronic condition wherein we have a derangement in the blood glucose metabolism. So we're all familiar with the hormone insulin. It's secreted by our organ, the pancreas. So the insulin regulates the blood sugar. Now, for some people, there are problems. So either they lack insulin, or there's what they call insulin resistance. So the hormone insulin isn't effectively being utilized by the body. So the end effect, so if we don't have production of insulin at all, like in those with type 1 diabetes, or if we have what they call insulin resistance in patients with type 2 diabetes, so we would have this condition, diabetes mellitus. Actually, there are many other types of diabetes, but at least those two are the most common ones that we're familiar with. And even people who are pregnant could get diabetes, like what they call gestational diabetes mellitus. But when we have diabetes, what we're more concerned would be developing complications in the future. So diabetes, it could lead to blindness. In fact, it's one of the top causes of blindness. So you can get it. The complication is called diabetic retinopathy. And in the Philippines, the number one condition that leads to dialysis would be diabetes. So this could be debilitating. And when you have diabetes, the risk of developing cardiovascular events, or what are known as heart attack and stroke, are markedly higher. So even 2 times or even higher in terms of probability. So when we have diabetes, what we want to do is to prevent those complications by having good blood sugar control. And then we also want people to be aware of the risk, because actually our ethnicity already puts us at risk for developing diabetes. And then when you have other risk factors like family history, and then for women, those with polycystic ovarian syndrome, or those with other conditions like hypertension, high cholesterol, etc. So we would also want people to be aware of the risk factors, so they could start interventions early. And then our theme in PCED, our organization for World Diabetes Day, so our take on the diabetes and well-being theme is communities at the heart of diabetes management. So we can't just manage diabetes alone. So we need the support of the community. So that's why we're going to the target areas to also foster that kind of support. Because in fact, a significant portion of persons with diabetes live in low and middle income countries. So the Philippines is part of that. So we're actually disproportionately affected. That's why we want to increase awareness about this.
Okay, really interesting. And I think it's interesting, Doc Anna, that you mentioned the risk factors. Parang, ethnicity pala is parang a risk factor for diabetes. Diba? Parang one would typically think like genetics or, existing medical conditions and things like that. So, on that note po, Doc Anna, I'd like to ask, bakit po parang young people now are more at risk, or at least parang tumataas po yung numbers na na-diagnose or nagkakaroon po ng diabetes sa young people today?
Okay, so actually, it's a confluence of factors. So I think one aspect also would be the increase in the screening. So now we have more tools, more resources available to screen more people, and people are getting diagnosed earlier, which is actually a good thing. But it's not just that. There are many contributory factors. So in the age of industrialization, given our lifestyle, the very high carbohydrate intake, the increase in the intake of sugar-sweetened beverages, etc. So lifestyle itself, it's a factor in leading to that early occurrence of diabetes. And then there's also a genetic factor. Also, in terms of genetics, that's not completely within our control. So other people face risk factors as well. Like, for example, because of our lifestyle, the high cholesterol, that could also predispose to developing diabetes. And then there's also an increase in the prevalence of those who are overweight, and also an increase in prevalence in persons with obesity. So being obesity, it's also a risk factor for developing diabetes. So actually the trend that we're seeing now is that more young people are getting diagnosed with diabetes.
I
I
see. So
see.
parang it's a little bittersweet na, okay, it's great that people are, getting tested and getting diagnosed as early as possible. But then also there are other factors that are pushing the numbers up pala talaga. Parang that put people in parang a position to like be diagnosed at all and to have diabetes. So in reference to that, Doc Anna, where can people find more information about this event? Where can they register? Ayun po.
Okay, so we invite everyone to follow the Philippine College of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism Incorporated Facebook page. So PCEDM Inc. We have a lot of social media accounts. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, etc., and also YouTube. So actually on YouTube, there are a lot of instructional videos there. Like for persons with diabetes, there are videos on how to inject insulin, etc. Now regarding our event, so the poster here. So we have, so this is the theme poster now for the November 7th event. In the poster there's a QR code, so you can scan it to register. For the vlog contest, the details can also be found in the poster. So again, the event is open to everyone. We hope you can join.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Doc Anna. And before we say goodbye, would you like to do any shout outs? Maybe to the people who have organized this, or your fellow doctors.
Okay, so I'd like to greet everyone in the Diabetes and Metabolic Syndrome Advocacy Council, and also to my co-head, Dr. Donka Bawal, for all her hard work and efforts. And we're all in the PCEDM Diabetes and Metabolic Syndrome Advocacy Council. We are organizing this along with the PCEDM NCR Eastern Chapter. And we also thank the Office of Health Services of the Loyola Schools, the University Clinic, SOSIS Sangguniang, all the partner organizations and offices for the Start Them Young event. So thank you very much.
And thank you as well, Doc Anna. Ayan, we have a lot of very educational events to look forward to because of World Diabetes Day. So thank you to everyone involved nga naman. We will take a short break now, but we will be back with a special surprise. We have 2 guests today. Could you believe that, Iana? We are
Exactly.
jam-packed and it's exciting. So stick around and we will be back after this little break. See you later.
This is the Katipunan Roundup.
The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan 87.9. Hey Katipuneros, don't change that dial because we'll be coming right back.
Pagod ka na ba sa mga chismis? Fake news? Bad news? Good news naman! Isishare namin sa inyo ang good news. Samahan ang Jesuit Volunteers Philippines na maghatid sa inyo ng mga balita at kwentong totoo at may puso. Makinig sa mga istorya ng pagtutulungan, pagkakawang gawa, mga kwentong serbisyong kusang loob. KSKL. Share ko lang, Huwebes, alas 5 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Share ko lang.
Pagbati po mga Katipuneros, this is Cardinal Chito Tagle. Join me every week on the Word Exposed on Air, here on the voice of the Blue Eagle, Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM, the Ateneo Campus Radio.
The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan 87.9. Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Welcome back.
Exactly. We are
I
back.
told you, short break.
Exactly. We are listening. No, you are listening. You are listening to Radyo Katipunan, the Katipunan Roundup. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. Hope you got your water, your little snacks, because we have once again wonderful guests for you. Aren't
Exactly.
Don't we, Iana?
Two-hander yung
Two-hander.
interviews natin today, yung guests natin today.
It'd be a double feature on this rainy day. Because
Exactly.
a little Zoom treat for you all.
Air lang natin. Wink. But on that note, On that note, let us welcome Shine Ruiz and Miguel Abrera. They are the hosts of a brand new show on Radyo Katipunan entitled Share Ko Lang. So
Ayun.
exciting. Hello po.
And hello.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Maybe correction, actually there will be several hosts, no? There will be 6 as of now, but we are 2 among the 6 who are available today to share with you the good news that we are launching the pilot episode of the show Share Ko Lang tomorrow. Ayun.
So exciting. 2 of the 6 hosts.
Yeah, we've got 1/3 of the cast.
Yeah. 2 by 2, mas masaya, 'di ba? Para ano.
Tama.
Our Noah's Ark.
It's different. Yeah.
Truly, it's a parang variety of different people, and that's really exciting. And of course, we would like to ask, syempre bukas na rin, and we would like to ask if you can give us a little glimpse into what the show will entail, like what kind of segments, topics, what are we to expect from this brand new show po?
As the title says, no, share ko lang. So we will be sharing the good news. This is about the Jesuit Volunteers Philippines. We would like to share, kasi I don't know if you know what the Jesuit Volunteer Program is. Maybe we'll ask Miguel Aligs to share with us. Ano ba yung JVP, Aligs?
Ayan, yes. So, Jesuit Volunteers Philippines is an organization, volunteer organization that sends out young professionals and fresh graduates to different areas of Philippines where they can serve in different areas for 1 whole year. And yung point ng show namin na to is to highlight yung mga stories and experiences ng JVP volunteers from our own stories, sa stories ng guests namin, and hopefully makakuha din kami ng mga exciting na ideas from everyone, no? How they can volunteer and how we also share of ourselves.
Yeah. So ang Jesuit Volunteers Philippines has been running for 45 years now. We are celebrating our 45th anniversary. So it started out as an apostolate, no, of the Jesuits. Tapos it has become a foundation. So now it is totally a lay foundation, lay run. Tapos meron lang kami mga ecclesiastical assistants support from the directors na Jesuits. So it's kind of like alam mo naman tayo sa Ateneo, di ba malakas talaga ang sense of service, no? We are formed into men and women for others. And so when we graduate, we are thinking about how are we able to serve best. Tapos some of us who choose to send or offer ourselves in service for 1 year join the Jesuit Volunteers. So the Jesuit Volunteers is kind of like a manpower agency, diba? Pero because it's an office, no, where there are many areas around the Philippines who are in need of help. There are communities, parishes, NGOs, who need help. Tapos they cannot afford naman to pay or hire very professional at that rate. So they request for help from the JVP office. Tapos the college graduates, mostly dati nung time ko mostly Ateneo, no, pero Ateneo from all over the country, and now more and more college graduates from other schools also apply. So we also sign up, apply, dadaan ka rin sa isang an application process, may interviews and test, and then they match, no, the office matches the people who are willing to offer themselves in service for a year, and then the requesting organization. So they match your skills and talents dun sa needs of the area. And then, you're sent there for 1 year. Ang maganda sa JVP is you have a community because you are given a training. You have to undergo an orientation training. Tapos may mid-year seminar. There's also an evaluation seminar. Tapos may zonals, di ba, Alex?
Yes, meron pa rin. Na binibisita yung mga volunteers ng kanilang POVs. Yung program officer for volunteer service, binibisita sila at least twice a year. in their areas, and dumadalaw din yung mga magkakalapit na iba't ibang mga volunteers dun sa area. So parang fellowship na din nila yan, and like socials nga. So you get to spend time with your fellow volunteers even outside of your area. At isa yun sa mga inaabangan ng mga JVP kasi madalas kapag nasa area na ay ang kausap na lang ay mga taga-community at mahirap makahanap ng ibang mga tao na nakaka-relate dun sa JVP experience na nagvo-volunteer sa iba't ibang probinsya. So masaya talaga siya na ginagawa. Yan.
It's really interesting. Parang nakakuha din ako ng glimpse into what being like a Jesuit volunteer is. Parang ganun pala. There's a very mindful like sort of assignment of volunteers na inaayon talaga sila sa parang kahuhulugan nilang lugar. That's very interesting. And also, happy 45th anniversary po.
Yes, congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah. Maganda yung support system ng Jesuit volunteers. So, yun, dati nga nung time ko, matanda yun. Di ba wala pang mga cellphones? So you can be assigned to different different kinds of work, no? So yung iba, meron kasi sa bukid noon. At that time talagang walang kuryente, rainwater, mga ganon. Tapos meron din naman, can also be assigned to Ateneo de Zamboanga, to the city. So meron din siyang classifications. Meron kaming parang tinatawag na, nasa first world ka ba o nasa third world, ganyan. Or from first class to sixth class ang mga areas, ganon. It also depends on your readiness, di ba? So the office considers that. Ayun.
That's very interesting, and it seems like these are some of the like unique stories that we might be hearing through the show. So now I'd like to ask in relation to that, what inspired the creation of SKL or Share Ko Lang? Parang why was it important to create a platform to like tell these stories, diba? Parang what's something that people can look forward to sa SKL?
I think, kagaya ng mga nasa commercials ng SKL, di ba? And sa teasers, parang share ko lang, parang may nag-uusap, di ba? Parang sabi niyan, napapagod ka na ba? O nakakapagod makarinig ng mga bad news, sad news, di ba? But there's so many good things happening around, so many, good news. So share ko lang. So share natin yung mga good news. And I think kasi, imagine, so every year, there's a batch of Jesuit volunteers, batch of young people sent on mission in each area, iba-iba yan in different provinces. Tapos they have such good experiences helping, and then also usually, di ba, kung sino yung tumutulong, ikaw din, you realize ikaw pala yung natutulungan din. Your life is enriched. So, and there are so many stories to share, so many experiences to talk about, so many insights. So yun, so kaya magandang may ganyang platform. It's also good to share this to the young people. Kasi baka maisip din nilang mag-Jesuit volunteer, kasi maganda, it's a really good, worthwhile experience. We also need sponsors, syempre, for the Jesuit volunteers, kasi it started out as a Jesuit apostolate, but now being a lay organization and foundation, so it runs on its own, so through donations mostly, ayan. So we'd like to spread the word around.
Ayun. Yeah, I think it's a nice platform talaga to bring it to everybody, most especially yung mga pwedeng ma-inspire, 'di ba? To join the club.
Yeah. I think it was an idea of Father Ro Atilano who thought about it, tapos sinabi niya kay Blas, our JVP program director this year. Last year pa actually, we've been talking about this, but it took about a year para maging ready and to finally launch it tomorrow.
Yes. Understandable naman. Like it's a really big opportunity as well as like a big undertaking in general. So we actually wanted to ask you you both, how the preparation for this launch has been like, if there have been any challenges and how you guys overcame this. How hard was this to put together para ma-explore din ng ating listeners?
challenges. Siguro, kasi medyo mahirap na to, ideally, well, not, I don't know if it's really ideal, but initially, it was just one or two hosts to be running the show every week. Pero mahirap yun kasi we all have full-time jobs. Many years after JVP, diba? We're just ordinary people living our lives. We have commitments, family commitments. So, yan, like, magkikwento si Migs mamaya kung anong ginagawa na niya ngayon. Pero yun, so mahirap yung regular. And so, it took a while, and then we were able to find people who are available and willing to offer. Parang JVP kami ulit pero di ba parang to do this show and commit to doing the show every week. Ayun yung parang a challenge. But marami ding developments because of the iba na yung mundo ngayon. Now pwede na yung mga online. Tapos ang dami talagang stories. We can invite and interview the current batch of volunteers who are in the areas now this year. Tapos kung 45 years yan, edi ibig sabihin 45, 'di ba, batches, every batch, ang daming pwedeng invite. Not just people not just JVP alumni in Manila, but also JVP in other local communities, no, in Visayas and Mindanao. Siguro si Migs kasi yung nakakatuwa kasi magkaiba kami ng generation. Pero so when I was recruiting mga hosts, puro busy. I'm batch 14 and 15. By the way, batch 45 na ngayon. So, ganun katagal. But, and so yung mga contacts ko, network ko, you'll see naman, the other hosts are mostly batch 14, 15, 16. Tapos si Alex Miguel, yan, is the youngest among the hosts. So, Alex, kwento mo naman sa amin kung what made you say yes? And how do you find, the thought of when you were invited? What was your reaction? And what made you say yes? Ganun.
Ayan, yes, no? So, ako nga isa sa mga huling na-recruit for hosting. I'm the youngest of the group, batch 28 ako. But again, batch 45 na, so malayo-layo na din tayo. And I found this as an opportunity, no, to get back to the JVP community. And matagal na din akong hindi masyadong active sa local community dito sa Metro Manila, and natuwa ako na naalala ko ni Kuya Blas na isa sa mga bibo at laging willing to volunteer my time and my experience para makatulong sa JVP. And natutuwa din ako na mas makilala yung mga kabatch nga ni Shine, mga batch 14, batch 15. Kasi naalala ko nung nag-start yung JVP year ko, yung mga around the batch nila yung mga inisip na, yun yung mga sobrang established na mga tao. At ngayon, binibilang, nung kinikwento ko sa mga kabatch ko na, mag-host ako ng JVP radio show, binibilang namin, yung layo ng batch nila sa batch ko, same na din ng layo ng batch namin sa current batch ngayon. So, ini-imagine na siguro ng current batches ngayon, yung mga batch 28, yan yung mga hardcore, ang dami nang na-achieve sa buhay. Yan. At siguro, nandito ako para sabihin, wala pa din kami na-achieve.
Grabe naman yung wala.
Struggle.
But I think this is like an achievement in itself, diba? Parang grabe 1 year in the making, tapos everything parang comes to fruition, I suppose, tomorrow. So in relation to that, this might seem like an impossible question kasi nga, parang grabe, like, you've been working on this for so long, but I'd like to ask, to describe the show, ayun, na 1 year in the making nga, describe the show using one word. Parang what word would that be para sa inyo, Miss Shine and Mr. Migs?
Okay, for me, the word would always be service. Kaya nga SKL, share ko lang, serbisyo, kusang loob, and it really is the battle cry of being a Jesuit volunteer. Parang we have been blessed so much in so many ways all our lives So for most of the JVPs, from college pa lang, iniisip mo na yan, nakikita mo na yan nung bata ka hanggang ano. And then before you actually seriously start on your career, yung iba may gap year, di ba? So this is kind of like a gap year, di ba? And you really use it for the service of others. Kaya ano, ayan, maganda. As for me, it's mission or service. And, yeah. How about you?
Sa akin siguro, it would be community. Yan. Na lalo na ngayon post-pandemic na talagang naghahanap tayong lahat ng sense of community. San ba ako nagbebelong? San ba ako parang matatanggap ng mga tao? At ang gusto din namin dito sa show na to ay makahanap tayo ng sarili nating community. Yung mga JVPs, matandaan ang kanilang community sa pamamagitan ng mga kwento namin, sa mga naghahanap ng pagkakataon na maglingkod at magbigay ng sarili nila, makahanap din sila ng sarili ng community, sana sa JVP, or ma-inspire din sila na bumuo ng sarili nilang mga komunidad para makatulong, makapagbigay din ng paglilingkod at serbisyo sa mga tao. So I think ang laking bagay na makabuo tayo ng ganitong community sa atin.
Ayun, napaka-inspiring naman ng mga one word nila, Miss Iana. Siguro for me, their one word, magis. Oh.
the staple na one word na parang pwede sa lahat ng pwede sa lahat ng events, lahat ng involvements. Pero ayun, very interesting, diba? The word service and of course service like as a community. Ayun, maitahi lang yung words na galing kay Miss Shine and Mr. Migs. Diba parang SC, service and community.
Ayun.
Meron din SC para kay Miss Shine and Mr. Migs. May surprise ang control.
Ay, ayun, SC. We do in fact have a surprise for the two of you.
Exactly, para sa listeners natin, but also especially for 2 of the 6 hosts of SKL. Ayan, calling on the control room. Kasi balita namin ay meron silang pa-supplies.
Wow, exciting naman.
O, diba? There it is, your official show logo.
Oh, wow. Ang cute. Ang ganda.
There's a little like green thumb, which we are going to do to every single one of your streams, every single one of the stories.
Exactly. People can look forward to seeing this logo and of course the faces and the voices attached to this logo beginning tomorrow.
Exactly. And speaking of, habang nandito yung logo sa tabi nating lahat, would you like to do your first ever promo of your show launching tomorrow?
Sure. Wala pa kaming script, no? But yeah. So we'd like to invite everyone to join us and support SKL. Share ko lang. This is not just for Jesuit volunteers, not just the volunteers, not just the alumni, but for everyone who would like to hear the good news. Ang daming kwento, maraming interesting experiences, and yung isang joke namin na totoo rin, JVP can also mean just visiting the Philippines. So you can, di ba, you can see how the volunteers live in different parts of the Philippines, how they serve, and how they are one with the communities there. So share ko lang. Hope to see you. That will be every Thursday, 5 o'clock. Yan, here at Radyo Katipunan. Alig, si Miguel, baka pwede mo rin sila invite. Saan ba makikita ang JVP in case they want to know more about JVP?
And yes, so ang JVP ay mahanap sa second floor ng MVP building. Ayan. Or may Facebook page din kami, Jesuit Volunteers Philippines. Maraming information doon tungkol sa current volunteers at kung paano mag-sign up at maging volunteer din on your own. Ayan.
Wonderful. Maraming salamat po, Miss Shine and Mr. Migs.
Thank you so much. We are honored to be in your presence and we are also looking forward to SKL tomorrow, especially our viewers. Kaya abangan niyo yan bukas.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yes, maraming salamat.
Thank you. This is such a fun action-packed day, Iana.
Exactly. Like from home. Ang galing.
Thank you guys. Thank you to all of our guests for accepting our invites, and of course for educating us and as well giving us things to look forward to.
Exactly. That's so important. Things to look forward to, diba? Parang, yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
And it's saktong-sakto na, diba, we were just talking a little bit about service and community, and I think naging super relevant. I think anytime like a typhoon like Christine comes around, it's always something that that is called for. You know, service from a community to come together, to help out. Ayun.
Yes, I think it's really important actually to come together, especially now na maraming nangangailangan ng tulong natin. Kaya we will take this opportunity before we say goodbye to our viewers. Just a few final reminders. We would like to encourage all of you who are able to support all kinds of drives, especially for ayun nga mga nasalanta ng bagyo ngayon or currently nasasalanta. Sadly, it's a really rough time for a lot of us in the country. So I guess this is a good opportunity to promote one of the most known, I guess, bigger organizations, especially in these trying times. Angat Buhay is actually accepting in-kind donations and support in general for their ongoing relief efforts. I'm reading from Ma'am Lenny's Facebook post. So if you want to head on over to her page, check that out. She has all the details, but I'm just going to let you guys know that they're accepting bulk donations, and this will go directly to Naga City as soon as they are able to. So it's food and water, hygiene kits, other essentials, and you can deliver this when you're able to sa 84 Cordillera Street, Santa Mesa Heights, Quezon City. If you need anything to coordinate, kindly contact Menard Mabutol at 0995-175-57380.
Exactly. And from another member of our community, ayan, another parang a neighbor of ours, an Ateneo neighbor of ours from Ateneo de Naga in particular, ayan, talking about Bicol nga. So if people are interested in sending over monetary donations, Ateneo de Naga has sent out some bank details through a post reposted by Jesuit Communications as well as Radyo Katipunan, where people can send their monetary donations through. There's a BPI account as well as a BDO account where people can forward their monetary donations to should they want to support the people in Bicol.
Yeah, it is they are the most affected, as I've been seeing in the news. Like Bicol is having a really hard time, so let's just all come together. We know naman that our Katipuneros are very supportive, and as they said kanina ni Miss Shine tsaka ni Sir Miguel, service and community, that is something we would like to emphasize on. Kaya go on, help and give what you can, but if not, feel free to share these pubs so that those who can help are able to. Ayan. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And we have a lot of events to look forward to. Ayun nga, we have World Diabetes Day events in the following month. And we also have Share Ko Lang coming on every week. Kaya if you would like your event featured on the Roundup, email us at rk879.marketing@gmail.com. Feel free to also follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram at Radyo Katipunan, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we are live on right now, as well as Facebook, Kaway Kaway. Just search Radyo Katipunan or go to youtube.com/Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget the FM.
Exactly. And you can catch the Arcada play your favorite songs on playback. You can download the playback app or go to their website, playback.tv/Radyo Katipunan, to listen to the Arcada Yap, play your favorite songs. Ayan. Especially when we get back on campus and on air. Suspended ang classes ngayon. Kaya, ayun, pahinga ang Arcada. But yes, in particular, if you would like to request the song on Request 879, you can catch them at playback.tv/Radyo Katipunan, and also send in your requests through playback. through the chat.
Indeed. You can also do that in their formal form na lagi namin nakakalimutan yung link, but I
Exactly.
believe it is I don't know if it's a tiny or a bit.ly. Basta,
Right.
tune into Request 879. And you can also listen to us at 87.9 FM within 2 kilometers of Ateneo and online at zeno.fm/RK879FM or on the Zeno Radio app, available on the App Store and Google Play Store.
Exactly. If you want the lowdown, tune into the Roundup. This has been Iana.
And I've been Aya.
We'll catch you next week.
Bye!
This is the Katipunan Roundup.
The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin mista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela.